everybody, welcome to our January stream. We are super excited and I hope you are. We've all got a drink, we've got our monthly drink as well, so we'd like to introduce you to the Freeze Bomb. It looks super weird and
it's disgusting.
It's very blue, it's very blue.
It also tastes super weird.
Disappointingly doesn't turn your tongue blue.
It is. Well, not at the moment, but we've only been drinking it a short time, but I can tell you something, it's very strong, and it tastes like cough medicine.
I've
tasted much better cocktails than this.
Just keep
if you're into cough medicine, then fair enough.
Oh, I love a good cough medicine.
I've been sick, I think, quite on and off for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I've had a lot of day and night nurse, so I'd probably say I'm into cough medicine right now.
You can't beat a bit of night nurse.
No, it's great. It's so good. It's easily the best of the lot.
Of the nurses.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Best of the nurses.
Give me some of that. Used to get as a kid the banana flavour medicine you used to get. That was alright.
Yeah, they were quite pleasant. I like those ones, but they made them deliberately really nice because they were giving them to kids. Yeah. They had to be nice.
True.
Yeah, all the ones that we gave my little kids now, they're all like cherry flavoured and strawberry flavoured and raspberry flavoured, and it's like,
they get it easy.
Why doesn't night nurse taste like this?
Well, do you ever take a sneaky swig of your kids' cough medicine?
No.
You've never done that?
I wish, no. I think it's because it's too sugary, like it's just full of sugar. It's a bit grim.
That's the only reason it makes them better, because they're all on a massive sugar high. They're not technically well.
Yeah, they can't put caffeine in it, right? So just jam a load of sugar in it, that's fine.
Can you imagine sugar and caffeine on a 5-year-old? Just imagine that for a moment.
I mean, I don't want to.
No.
It's tough. No. So what games have you been playing this month, Cath?
I've been trying to stick to a trio of games for this month. So I'm just trying to sort of work out a bit of a game plan for Year of Shame, in that I kind of want to have a AAA title, an indie title, and an evergreen on the go.
Oh, that's nice.
Every month. So the indie title that I've been playing is a game called Battle Chasers Night War, and I've been playing it for a while, but I sort of put it down and then I've just recently picked it up again. And yeah, it's quite fun. It's like a turn-based RPG. Yeah, it's just kind of a nice game to relax to, a bit of story, a bit of combat. And I'm just trying to sort of figure out what my team should consist of. So I've got a tank, I need to pick the healer I want, and a DPS, and it's just sort of, I'm trying to figure out the right combination.
Sure.
For the AAA, it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I must say is absolutely amazing. I'm having such a good time playing it.
I almost want to stick my fingers in my ears because I want to start that on my birthday next month. I'm trying to finish Immortals. But
It
yes,
looks so
anyway.
good.
Love it.
It looks so good.
I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for you or anybody listening.
Go on.
But what I've been doing is, I've been doing lots of little sort of side quests, because I think that's what I really like about Assassin's Creed games, are just the little side quests that you get to go on. And my favourite that I've had recently is there's this woman, and she's got a lot of cats in her house, and that made me very happy to find the cat house and just sort of be around cats. And then, so the evergreen title game that I'm playing at the moment is Division 2, and I've been playing this, I don't know, maybe 6 months or something with Robbie Heidenstrom. He's my brother, so we've been playing together and it's been really good. But just recently we did, we sort of invited the community to come and join us to play the summit.
Yes.
So you need a team of 4, and there's this sort of tower, it's 100 stories high, and each level is it gets progressively harder. So we had Steve, Zombie Keeper, join us, and Ollie, PCE Deadmeat, join us as well. So we had a team of 4, and it was a brilliant evening playing it with the guys. We had a few problems with sound, but we still had a really good laugh, and I think we want to try and get that team back together again and have another crack at it. So I think we got to the 22nd floor, in an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours or something. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That's really good going, and it was a good stream to watch. So if anyone hasn't actually caught it yet, they definitely should.
All the streams are available for your viewing pleasure.
Exactly.
How about you, Hannah? What you been playing?
Some people have probably seen I've streamed a couple of games.
We did. We watched it. We did.
We did indeed.
On Cuphead, which really, really beautiful game. Like really retro animation, just looks fantastic. The audio's like, it's just amazing. It's got quite a dark like undertone to the game, which it looks really, really cute, but it's basically you're in massive gambling debt and like you're basically gonna lose your soul to the devil and stuff like that. It's so good, but it is hard as nails to play. Like,
it's my husband's favourite game. It's one of his favourite games.
yeah,
actually.
I honestly thought I was gonna go mental playing it, so I was quite pleased with myself that I managed to keep my cool, even though I played it for an hour and a half and did sweet fuck all, but still.
It's
tried
a story of
to
your life, isn't it?
pretty much. I've tried to fit in a game to sort of mellow out a bit, so I completed the main races and bosses for Crash Team Racing.
Oh, cool.
That seemed quite a lot. It actually seemed a bit harder than the first time I played it when I was a lot younger. I will say, if anyone else plays it, there's a particular boss called Pinstripe, and he's an absolute dick. Like, it's the hardest race you'll ever do. It's so hard. But the joy I felt when I completed that, it, like, literally arms in the air, like punching the air because I'd beaten him. And then the final boss was dead easy.
Awesome.
But the main one I'm trying to focus on now at the minute, I have started Bloodborne.
Oh my god.
And
Oh
I did stream that the other day for about an hour and a half.
Oh my
And
God.
similar to Cuphead, spent an hour and a half doing sweet FA. But I've sort of, I'm feeling it, and I didn't think I would. So
You're feeling it, yeah?
I am. I think I'll
Got that
stick
blood
with
boner
that.
on the go.
Yeah. You know where all the blood rushes to. So.
That's awesome.
What have you been looking at, Serena?
I have famously finished Cyberpunk.
Yay!
That was fast.
Lady.
That was fast.
It is.
That was so fast.
It is
How did you
done.
manage that?
So I played it basically non-stop. I think I've still only put like 40 or 50 hours in it. So yeah, so basically around the kids and sleeping and blah blah blah. So from December 10th to I think it was January 9th, 8th, roughly a month, almost just exactly a month. And it was awesome. It was such a fun game. Fucking annoyed that it just keeps crashing. It's such an irritating part of the game. It's just, I completely understand and accept and agree why so many people were upset and wanted to get refunds. I get it, but I love the game a bit too much to want to get a refund. And cracked on. It looks good. It looks good. It's nice to be at the top. Hey.
I should have put a bet on as to how long it'd take to rub that
hey,
in.
you should do that now for Immortals, because I've started Immortals. But yeah, no. So it crashed way too often. Does that really really piss me off? You fall in love with Keanu Reeves all over again. If you're not already in love with him, you will be in love with him because he's just too cool. He's a terrible actor, but he is just too cool. Yeah, there are some hilarious bugs in the game. So you get things like you end a mission, and I was doing a mission with this cop, and he asked me if we were going to drive to the next destination to do whatever the next thing that was on his list. And I said, no, I'll get there myself. So I stepped away from his car, stepped out of his car. He proceeded to run me over, which was awesome. And then I ended up on top of his car, and he was just driving me there. So I was just stood on the top of his car, making my way to the next destination. I'm like,
he just insisted he was going to be the one driving you there, whether you wanted that to happen.
And you know what? It's really funny because I found out later that you can have 2 love interests per character.
Can you?
Well, not each, not together.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, like
lovers.
one of, and he was actually, this cop is actually one of the female interests. So I'm gutted I didn't pursue that. Because he's hot.
He just ran you over instead.
He did. It's the way he managed to take me home.
He was so offended.
Fucking dragged me there and just put me on the top of the car. And then after that, I finished that and started Immortals: Phoenix Rising. So I've been talking about that, I think, through the group. That is like one of the prettiest games I've ever seen. Honestly, it was on Cath's suggestion. I don't think I was even going to touch this game. Yeah,
okay.
You said it.
I'm so pleased that you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I love it. Because it's I didn't realise it's very Breath of the Wild like.
Yeah, but it's sort of a cross between Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Is it Odyssey? Or Origin? No, Odyssey, the Greek one.
Yeah.
And Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's,
the voice.
But yeah, I'm really happy to hear that you're really enjoying it, because I think it's had sort of mixed reviews, that game. But
no, I mean,
personally, it's one that I've been very excited about playing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of concluding my current Ubisoft game to then moving on to my next Ubisoft game.
I see. Yeah, I love it.
But yeah.
No, I love it.
Tell us more.
So the voiceovers are hilariously done. They're very, very funny. There's a friend of mine, I loosely call him a friend of mine on Twitter, Ilias Tefexis. He's one of the Greek guys. He's in like a whole bunch of TV shows and stuff. But he's done the voiceovers he did the voice for Prometheus, and he's just so hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. There's Prometheus and Zeus, I think, who are just battling it out, and they're just they're retelling the story, and then your character goes through the story essentially, and so they're doing the overlay. But yeah, it's just hilariously written. You're just cracking up all the way through. Every time they have a fight, they're fighting, they're arguing, and they're just talking about nonsense, and they're just joking around and taking the piss out of each other. It's really funny. There's a lot of how do you call it, like coinage in the game, I guess. Things to spend, things to buy, things to upgrade, that sort of thing. It's like excessive. Yeah. It's really excessive in the game, but you kind of accept it. It looks nice. It's pretty.
Is it in-game currency?
No, so I don't mean like
microtransactions.
I don't mean to physically buy. I just mean to. You can get 30 blue mushrooms and then change that into something. You can get. I just mean things to collect, yeah. And then
I mean, I wasn't suggesting cheating or anything. I was just sort of curious to know if it was. There
is in-game currency. I actually had a chat with someone on the group who basically said that they were scared of how much you could spend in-game, so that stopped them actually playing the game. And I was like, yeah, that's fair enough. I can completely understand that.
But I mean, that's the same with Assassin's Creed as well. Like, they try and sell you different sort of cosmetic things,
yes,
like different looks for all your horse and like armor and stuff like that. So I'm not really surprised to hear that it's in Immortals as well.
Yeah, it's all over the shop. It's Ubisoft as well, isn't it? They made it, so
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they're the kings and queens of in-game purchases. Jesus.
Oh, aren't they just?
Yeah,
for sure. So I basically am the boring one. I don't play too many games. I don't overlap them. But
you might not play too many games, but boy, do you get through them.
Oh, you'll definitely have more games completed than us by the time this year's out.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't
believe you finished Cyberpunk already. That's just absolutely amazing. That would last me about half a year. Game.
So the thing with Cyberpunk was that I did get annoyed with the amount of time. So basically, an hour in, it would just crash. So there's a point where I was like, alright, I've done the main story and I've probably done half of the side missions, maybe a little more than half. Now I could probably put another 20 hours into the game easily, and finish off all the other side missions. But it keeps crashing. I'm fed up. Like it's irritating. Yeah. It's irritating to have it crash that many times when all you're doing is dicking around and moving from one place to the next.
I'm surprised it's crashing on PS5 because I know that the previous generation consoles are having a lot of problems with it and people sort of want to get refunds for the game. But I thought with the new generation, because it was sort of built for those platforms, that there shouldn't really be any problems with it. So yeah, I'm really surprised to hear that there are.
Do you think even though it's designed for the next gen, it was still rushed out?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah. I think they've even said that. They've even come out and said that now. It's really, so many apologies.
There's so many games out there though that have just pushed deadlines, and as annoyed as people might have been because it had already been pushed a few times, like, people will forgive you for it, but then when you release it purely what seems like just to get a bit of money in, like, we'd rather wait, and it was right.
Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, I would have happily waited another 6 months. There's no need.
Yeah, but that's because you're a reasonable person. Who are just toxic,
the crazy
so
bastards out there.
Courses, like, when they push the game back, they issue, they're sending death threats, and the behaviour is disgusting.
It is.
So I think the developers are always really nervous about delaying a game, but they need to, because if once they've shipped it, that's it.
Yeah.
And if they ship it broken, then it's always going to be broken. So I think that it's definitely worth pushing back so that when you do release it, it works and people are going to enjoy it. But yeah, it's just the behaviour of some people is just so vile.
Yeah. It's a weird thing, the weird construct that's sort of developed in society, because movies get pushed back all the time, but no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one says anything, because they accept that when the director says the movie's not ready, they're like, all right, they must have a good vision, they must understand. Like, you trust their vision. But when a producer of a game or a director of a game comes back and says, oh, we're going to have to delay it another 6 months, everyone just kicks off and calls them an idiot, and
just completely lose their shit.
It's awful. We should have the same amount of respect, because the same amount of work and the same number of people.
And it's the same creative element.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I agree. It's awful. I don't enjoy. Worked online for such a long time. I don't enjoy the horribleness and the backlash that comes with it.
No, but that's online, really, isn't it? People just think that it's acceptable to be like that.
That is the internet. That is it.
Isn't it just?
So we did our first stream last night. Woohoo!
We did.
Absolutely.
How did that go?
So yeah, we did have a really nice game of Overcooked.
We did. such the game of Overcooked that we overlooked that it wasn't co-op multiplayer online. It's
local.
Literally, it was not to be.
Yeah, it's local only. So when you're all allowed to come and sit in my living room, we will do that. But
we will.
For now.
It's on our list, we own it, we will get it out there one day.
We will dream of another day. And then actually, my husband kindly told us that we could do Overcooked 2, but one of us hasn't added that to her list.
It's on the list, it's just not on that platform.
Oh,
shit.
Xbox.
I don't think the games are interchangeable on platforms.
No.
I think I'll get in trouble with the community if I sort of then get it on PS4. You just need to get your Xbox out, Serena.
I've got it on board.
I haven't seen it for months.
As is quite common for me to own a game on multiple platforms.
But you know what? I could still get out the Xbox, but I haven't put it on the list under Xbox. So I would be part of the problem.
Well, it's a rubbish game anyway. We played a much better game last night.
Overcooked is so great.
We did. We managed to get on Fall Guys.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Which is ridiculous. Takeshi's Castle Ultimate Knockout shit. It was great fun. Ended up half snowman, half
pigeon.
God knows. Oh yeah, you were half snowman, half pigeon. There was Santa.
Oh, Santa! Yeah, so I was
full Santa.
I was getting really pissed off for not being able to see all the skins, and then I basically checked later on, and I was like, "Oh, I've got loads of skins fucking months ago. What the hell am I? What am I whining about?" So yeah, I can next time we play, I've got tons of skins. And then I found the Santa one as well. So
it was good fun though. It was good. It's a good laugh. It's just one of those games that you can just easily jump on with a bunch of friends, have a good laugh.
Yeah.
play shit, play good, whatever. It really doesn't matter. It's just such an easy game.
I would say it does make a big difference playing it with people with headsets versus playing it by yourself, because it's a fury fest if you play it by yourself, because you've got no one to sort of enjoy it with.
Yep.
And it's such a frustrating game that when it goes wrong, you just see like there's red mist. And I could only play it for a very short time.
I don't know whether I'd see that red mist. I don't seem to have
No.
that red mist.
There's no way you would definitely not see that red mist because you're not that sort of person. But me and Serena are quite similar.
I am basically going to call Hannah Red Mist from now on.
Yeah.
That is it. That is her name. We have coined it. It has happened. Red Mist. What a fucking name.
We'll have to see if we can find a game that makes me see that red mist.
I'm not sure that's possible. I think you're just so chilled that, you've played some really frustrating games. You're playing Bloodborne at the moment, and I watched the stream, you were cool as a cucumber throughout.
Yeah. I'll just have a little sandwich, I'll just drink my cup of tea, totally cool.
Not fazed by anything. And Cuphead, again, really frustrating game. Just took it in your stride, had a couple of, I don't know, smoked a cigarette between deaths or something to stay calm, but just absolutely...
She's actually just chain smoking. That's what we couldn't see, right?
I was going to say, well, it wasn't a cigarette, but yeah.
But yeah, just very impressive how you just stay calm. I wish that I could be the same and not get enraged by things.
So we know we had some problems with sound as well, and a couple of things. We will get through those. We're working through those, so don't worry about any stuff that you come across. And we know, we're aware, we're trying to work things out. Like Stu was really lovely to try and help me through all the sound problems that I was having as well.
I don't know. I would say he was sort of averagely helpful. Because, I mean, based on the level, like how Stu normally operates, he's usually incredibly helpful, and he was again incredibly helpful, but on the scale of Stu, he was sort of just averagely helpful, because it's not like he picked up the phone and talked you through it, which would have been like Stuart and then +1. So yeah, he needs to sort of work harder.
So are you saying that his level of helpfulness was Stu out of 10? Yeah. That is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Good. I like it.
But we love you, Stu.
We do.
We really appreciate you.
He really did.
We appreciate the technical support.
He sent me loads of screenshots, and he was trying to get me to do it, and I'm just sat there going, mate, I'm playing a game.
Just back off, Stu.
No, I did try. I pressed all the buttons. I did everything. He kept sending me PS4 screenshots, and I'm sat there going, I've got a PS5. So,
get the hint, Stu. We're busy. We'll let you know when we want you.
So no, he was really lovely. He did go to the PlayStation, like the forum, and started looking. He properly did. Like, he sent me loads of screenshots. Bless him. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, it'll all get sorted in the end anyway.
Yeah, we will. We'll have a co-op once a month. Please come watch. We're very excited to get that going, and we hope you'll be excited to watch. I'd like to hand over to Cath.
Oh yeah. So, dear listeners, cocktail of the month. So this month we're drinking a delicious, delightful drink called Freeze Bomb. And this drink is from a recipe from Horizon Zero Dawn. Beat the heat and score some new crafting materials with this mint and rum cocktail that will send a shiver down your spine. And I did slur some of that because it's quite strong. So, what you'll need, you need 45 millilitres of white rum, you need 30 millilitres of pineapple rum, 15 millilitres of blue curacao, a bunch of mint leaves and 2 dashes of orange bitters. Put the mint leaves and the white rum in a mixing glass, smoosh the mint leaves, bung the rest of the stuff in, give it a bit of a shake, pour it into the glass, but with the mesh that collects the mint leaves, because you don't want the smushed mint leaves in your glass, and then decorate the drink with fresh mint leaves that are not smushed. And then you'll have a delicious blue drink to enjoy, or not, as the case may be. Personally, I'm not a fan.
Your glass was full when we started.
Well,
hence the slurring.
In the glass as well. Well, that's
To be fair, any drink that you can describe as just bung everything in has got to be alright.
I like it. I liked very detailed how to make the drink. It was spot
freeze
on.
bong.
It gets the job done.
It does get the job done because there's no mixer. It's just literally it's a load of alcohol, and I'm quite merry now.
Nice.
Good. That's the way we need to be at the end of the week. Oh, look at that. Is it
Still no blue tongue?
Is it not blue? Oh, is it? It's getting there. It's a little bit, maybe.
A little bit.
It's slightly changing colour. I'm just sticking my tongue out at the camera just for makes terrible radio,
cool.
but I'm convinced I'm going to have a blue tongue, so I keep checking.
All right.
Yeah, so that's cocktail of the month. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Woo.
Cheers.
Click, click. Something else that I wanted to mention was because we have now entered the new year and it's January, there's a lot of sort of challenges going on. So I saw on Facebook that there's a press up challenge, which is basically on the 1st of January you do one press up, and then the 2nd you do 2, and each consecutive day you add a press up. So you end up doing 365 press ups all in a row on December the 31st. So there was that challenge, which, is crazy. Another crazy challenge that I was invited to was the Strava wankers, although kind of more Garmin wankers. Running Challenge 2021. And this seems like it's an entire year. So there was one for January, this one's for the whole year. These people are crazy. So I really like running, and I was invited to do this challenge. I think on the 1st of January I was hungover, so I didn't do anything. And then set off on the 2nd of January to start the challenge. So I ran 12 kilometres, which I thought was a pretty decent distance.
Yeah.
So I was quite happy with that. Came home, checked it out. Some bastard had already run 30 kilometres.
Jesus Christ.
Which put me right off. So now I've just not bothered.
Oh no!
But so I presume that these are midlife gamers that are doing the Garmin challenge. So I just really want to congratulate the top 3, who are a guy called Chris Genuman. So how many days into the month are we? 15 days into the month, this guy has run 166 kilometres.
Fucking hell.
That's alright.
166.
Hold on.
That's insane.
Let's do some quick maths.
In second place, we've got Jason with 163 kilometres. In third place, we've got Old Grumpy Chops, which is 132 kilometres. And I'm going to mention fourth place just because I really want to congratulate this crazy bastard. Is our very own Adamski UK
Hey.
with 101 kilometres. So well done to all of those people who are completely fucking crazy. I can't believe they run so fast. What's wrong with you people?
I just did some quick maths here, and I was going to poo-poo on the parade, but actually the guy who's done all the loads of miles has hit 11 kilometres a day essentially, and I was like, fucking hell, when do you find time for this?
That's just
Just
nuts.
insane.
But, I really wanted to just sort of give those guys some recognition because that's an amazing distance that they've run, and I presume that they're running every day, and I just really respect their commitment to the challenge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, well done guys, and yeah, keep up the good work.
Nice.
I've completely given up, but it's still great to see how well everybody else is doing.
You're cheering from the sidelines. That's what matters.
Exactly.
That's what
yeah.
counts. Cool. Well, I have a couple of questions to ask you, ladies, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
This is sort of community, but not community questions.
Yeah, this is just like fun shit. This is trying to get to know you. For those that don't know, we've known each other, but kind of not really known each other. So we've actually spent a hell of a lot of time trying to get to know each other, chatting, blah blah blah. And I thought it might be nice just to put a few questions together each month, where the ladies kind of don't know what's coming, but kind of do know what's coming. So they don't have time to prepare, but I kind of just want some ad hoc chat to kind of get to know you, and obviously I'll answer them as well. What game would you most like to complete this year, Hannah?
This year I'd probably say I would like to complete Bloodborne. I think I can put I think I will put a lot of effort into it. It's sort of, it has got me hooked. And
even if you don't put the effort in, I'm so looking forward to seeing more streams, just to see how you get on.
Thank you.
Please keep streaming.
I will.
The first time I actually got introduced to this game, I was actually watching another friend play. This was years ago.
Yeah.
When I first started dating my husband, and his housemate was playing it. And it is brutal. It's brutal to just sit there and even just watch it happening. You're just like, no!
It's just so different to a lot of games because you can't select a difficulty from go, or you can't play so far through and then knock it down or knock it up. It is a set difficulty and that's it. So it's definitely a challenge worthy of Year of Shame.
It's definitely a challenge.
Yeah, for
sure.
For sure. I like it. I get to keep calling you Red Mist, so yeah, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. How about you, Cath?
So I was just sort of considering what my answer might be whilst Hannah was explaining hers, because I was thinking maybe it would be games that I'm playing at the moment, which is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But actually, because I really want to try and sort of play more games on my PS4 this year, so I'm looking at my PS4 pile of shame, and I think I'd just really like to complete the Final Fantasy VII remake, because I've got such fond memories of that game when it first came out, and fond memories and infuriating memories as well of just sort of getting stuck at particular places. So yeah, I just really like to complete that one and just to experience the remake.
It's a very good remake. I've done that one.
I like it.
It's so good. So good.
It looks amazing, and I'm just hoping that, you know, it's got like a real nostalgic feel to it as well. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing.
Yeah, they make those games really well. They make them look really pretty as well. I know that's not everything they're supposed to go after, but it helps when everything's really visually appealing.
It is graphically beautiful though. They've made an amazing job of the remake.
Yeah, I agree.
How about yourself, Serena?
I'm gonna say something so embarrassing.
Oh, I can't wait. What is it?
So, I basically gave up playing this game because it was so fucking big. I fucking hope I put it on the list as well. I'm pretty sure I did. Witcher 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
I want to finish it. I just want to finish it. I made fun of someone in the Midlife Gamer group, I think, a couple of weeks ago, saying, haha, I think you're the only one who hasn't you think you're the only one who's trying to complete this game, and I just got shot down. Fucking everyone just jumped in there and was just like, I think you're the only one who hasn't completed it, mate. I was like, oh shit. So since I was so stupid in assuming that everyone had basically given up like I did, I'm gonna now attempt to finish Witcher 3.
Yeah.
That would be a great challenge though. It is so big again.
Yeah. So I don't even know where my save game is, so I might have to even start again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to stream some of that as well.
Oh, definitely.
So that we can enjoy your sort of calm demeanour during those difficult situations.
Oh god. The thing is, I'm not even that much of an angry person, but when I get infuriated by something, it lasts 3 seconds and I lose my shit, and everyone's just like,
That's not what I was hearing on Fall Guys last night. I think you're more sweary and more sort of grunty and expressive than I am playing games, because I get infuriated and make noises and sort of roar at the TV, but you sort of got there before I did. In fact, maybe I kind of felt encouraged by you in some ways.
The thing is,
just swear.
The thing is, even when I go out, I'm watching other people play the game, and I'm that character. I become that person. I become that Fall Guy. So I'm just totally there with it. And when people fall down, I'm just like, no. And so I'm just like in my brain, I'm there. I'm living it.
I just don't have that connection with it. Like as soon as I'm out and I've been like eliminated, I just quit. I'm back in the lobby. Like I don't give a shit about anyone else's game.
I'm totally watching it because I'm almost like, if I get to say the third round, there's 5, right? So if I get to the third round and then I lose, I feel like I've gotten far enough. for me to want to see who's going to win.
But also, if you don't watch how other people play, then
Oh,
you'll never
yes.
improve either.
Yes, there is.
So it's really important to see the tactics.
Hannah's quite good at it anyway, so I don't think she needs it. But yeah, I understand.
But even when it doesn't go well for her,
Yeah.
it's just fine. She's just like, yeah, okay, try it again, no problem. Whereas me and you were like, how could this happen?
It was probably for the best that my sound wasn't working.
The thing is, because your sound wasn't working, when I started just sort of getting angry and irate, it was, we were both doing it together, but people could only hear me do it.
That's fine. I was there in spirit. That's alright. What game have you both spent the most amount of money on? Cath.
I think the game, in fact I know what the game is that I've spent the most amount of money on, because I bought the special edition when it first came out. It was in an enormous box with loads of bits and pieces, actually queued up to get it, and have bought it on every conceivable platform since. So it was released in 2012. It's one of my favourite games. Can you guys guess what it is?
Diablo 3?
Exactly. I have spent just ridiculous amounts of money because of having a special edition on PC, but then because I was playing Warcraft at the time, I think I sort of got it free anyway. And then buying it on Xbox 360, Xbox One, Switch, and everything. Everything you can play it on, I own it. So yeah, that one.
I like it. How about you, Hannah? Is it the same answer?
It isn't. Embarrassingly for me, it's FIFA.
I would not have guessed that.
No, we've been buying these games, or I've been buying them for the last, 5 years or something like that, and we always buy the most expensive edition because you get packs, you get bonus, it just gives you stuff for the game. And so I'd probably say as a series that of something we buy year in, year out, we definitely spend the most money on FIFA.
That's fair.
The thing is, you've never mentioned.
No, I know, we've never. There was no chance to guess that.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised.
We generally play FIFA like at least once a week with sort of friends from Midlife Gamer and like Rich and Yarwood and one others, and the most recent FIFA's been absolutely awful, so it's sort of like died a death now, so we're just trying to think of some other games to play now.
That's awesome. That'd be fun.
Yeah. But no, I would never have guessed FIFA.
She has talked.
I've learned something about you
She's
tonight.
talked about watching the footy and stuff on her Facebook. So yeah, football used to be a big part of my life. I used to play like 6 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gave it up when I went to uni. So yeah, got footballer's legs.
Well, it's a real shame that you don't stream the FIFA games, because there's so many people from the community involved. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, I was
to watch it.
thinking about doing it if we got on sometime, so I'll have to have a chat with them and see if they fancy it.
Make sure it's a FIFA on your list.
Oh, it is. Unfortunately, it is.
It would be a shame to see you go in January.
I've already said though, considering how shit this new FIFA was, that I'll be extremely disappointed if I get it as a gift. When the new one comes out, it's like, don't do that to me.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't have any control over the gift.
No.
Because you can't ask, you can't imply, you can't hint, you can't mime, you can't write it down.
No.
It's just, it is what it is.
It is.
Yeah. Serena, what's yours?
I might just gift it to her. I'm just gonna do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the game that you've spent the most money on, Serena?
I reckon to date, because I've played basically every single... I think I've played every single one. I think it's Assassin's Creed. I think...
Nice.
Ubisoft.
There are a lot of those games though.
There are lots of Assassin's Creed. You've played all of them.
I think maybe bar the first one. I've done all the rest. In fact, going back, I've had a look at the list because when I was adding my games to the Year of Shame pile, I went all the way back, and there were some in there that I don't even remember playing, but they're there. So,
just out of curiosity, what would you say is the best Assassin's Creed game?
So, I'm probably going to say something quite contentious, but only because I like new and shiny things.
No, please do.
Yeah. It's Odyssey for me.
Nice.
There's so much going on in that game. It's so well designed, so well made. That same friend that I was talking about that did the voiceover for Immortals has also done a voiceover in the other game. So it's just, I played it, I loved it, I love the Greek mythology, I love everything about it. The characters are fun. It's just so well made. And
I've still got that one to dip back into.
I'm jealous. Every time someone says that, I get jealous. And
What's the worst Assassin's Creed?
The worst?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the original ones, isn't it? Because I don't feel this kind of nostalgia and unless I'm playing something like Tetris or Qbert, but I don't feel this kind of nostalgia when I play really old games. I'm like, fucking hell, why doesn't it work? Why do I have to spend so long getting from this place to this place? Or why is everything so linear? Why am I not allowed to go over there? The older games really piss me off. But yeah, I know others would think differently. I just like new and shiny. So moving on, next question, and this will be the last one for this month. What game would you want to see remastered? Hannah.
It's an old game I used to play, and I think it'd look amazing. It's Dino Crisis. And
good
I
choice.
used to love that game. There's a bit in it where you're in a room and there's a massive window and a T-Rex just smashes through this window and tries to grab you. I just think with what they can do visually now, stuff like that, and the way they could make the dinosaurs look, because obviously they've made Jurassic Park Evolution and things like that, and they look okay, but I just think they could do so much with that type of game, and I really did enjoy it a lot.
Oh, I loved it, yeah. I remember that back in the day as well.
How about you, Cath?
I'm just trying to think of an answer.
Yeah,
if you want to go next.
I actually don't have one. I'm unsure. I was going to say something like Monkey Island, but that probably has been done, hasn't it? They've made that.
It might have been, but yeah,
they've made newer versions of it. So I guess I'm probably allowed it if we want to remaster the original too.
Yeah.
I think Dino Crisis has really sort of got me thinking about sort of the PS1 games, and there was one called Aim Escape that I really enjoyed, and I've sort of seen people talk about that recently, so I wonder if there is actually a remake in the pipeline.
Sensible Soccer would be a good one. That was such a fun game. Oh my gosh.
I'd play the hell out of that.
That's such a fun game, because there's only 2 buttons. You can't mess it. You just have to kick. It's really not that hard. The FIFA games are a lot harder because there's too many buttons. But Sensible Soccer had 2 buttons, so it's like.
But you know what? If we're going to go that far back, I'm going to say Summer Games on the Commodore 64 because I fucking loved that when I was a kid. I mean, you guys are probably too young to remember it, but in my household, I think I was 6 years old or something, we spent an entire summer playing that game. We had all the kids from the neighbourhood come over, and we all played it, and it was absolutely amazing. It would be interesting to see that one remade, whether they can capture the sort of how frustrating it was and the sort of the button mashing to get your character to run and do the pole vault and stuff like that.
Button mashing is basically how I play every game. So that to me is the old. I remember that from the olden days. He was playing that with my brother and his friends. We used to play Street Fighter a lot, and I was just the original Street Fighters. You could just get one character and button mash and basically win. Yeah, and just basically win.
Just try all the different combinations and eventually something cool will happen.
So I just
we used to play all the Dead or Alives and Tekkens and stuff like that when we were growing up, and we sort of, when you look back now, they could design the women a bit better. Like Dead or
course.
Alive was terrible for it. That the women had literally
That was
have
just
like
about the boobs, wasn't it?
practically no top on and
Yeah.
like a bit of cloth
The
covering
bounce
their
physics
like
was supposed to be very
fanny.
impressive.
No, yeah, my husband likes to play Street Fighter a lot, and he used to have his really good friend come over, and they used to,
Street Fighter's a good game.
yeah, but the characters, the way they look now, is absurd. It's so bad.
How they look now?
Yeah, so the newer Street Fighters,
How do they look?
I mean,
Do they not look more realistic?
no,
They got
yeah,
big
yeah, the
boobs.
tits and arse are just hanging out.
That's apparently what people want.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at Lara Croft and her first design. She was all about the boobs and the sort of the wasp thin waist. Because, yeah, there aren't many women that play games, so, you know, we've got to design everything for the guys.
Yeah, apparently we don't play games at all. I've only been playing games my entire life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Such a strange thing. But yes.
You mean you're a girl and you play games?
I know, what? Like, what?
Really?
I didn't even hide it as a kid. I was such a nerdy kid and I loved it. I'd tell everyone what I was doing.
Yeah, absolutely love playing Sonic.
Yeah.
And, yeah, love my Mega Drive. And, yeah,
I remember there was...
it was my thing.
Was it a Sonic, like Sonic at the Olympics or something I played? On the Master System? Something like that. Have I got that right?
On the Master System?
Yeah.
Wow.
Going way back.
Okay, that's going back.
Yes! This is it! All we do is tap the two fucking buttons back and forth and do this swimming challenge and the archery challenge and the running challenge.
Nice.
Oh, this brings back good memories. Oh my lord.
Well, for the oldies listening to the podcast, there was Manic Miner, and it would be fascinating to see a remake of that. So that was on the Commodore 64, so that was in the 80s.
Wow.
And it was really frustrating. So if you think Cuphead is frustrating, you need to check out Manic Miner.
I think I've seen that. I think I've played
It's really, I mean, it's very, very old, so it's not going to look very good. But we absolutely loved, like when I was growing up, it was one of our favourite games.
Yeah.
I say ours. My brother and I think our younger sister
Oh.
didn't play it quite so much because she was kind of too young then. But yeah, we absolutely loved playing it.
Well, that was released when I was born, so I haven't played it.
Okay, well, it's very good. It was very good. It would not have stood the test of time. If you played it now, you just think, what is this shit?
I did just see a screenshot, and it does look.
Yeah.
It looks like it belonged when I was born.
But you'll have to take my word for it. It was one of the best games of its era.
Awesome, I like it. So moving on from my question round to Cath's awesome quiz. So
Yes.
This is something-
It's quiz time.
this is something that we didn't quite discuss with you guys and didn't tell you was coming, so it was our little secret. But
It's our little surprise.
I'll hand over to Cath so she can tell you what the hell is going on.
So guys, what it is, every month there's going to be a quiz. It's for Hannah and Serena, but you can also play along at home. Each contestant answers 3 questions
Oh my God.
based on games in their pile of shame. So they're fairly easy questions, although if you've not played the game for a while, you'll have to sort of rely on memory and not Google, so I'm watching you, lady.
I have a terrible memory.
No, I can
question.
keep my hands here, like you'll see. I won't. No. In fact,
Okay,
I'll
so-
come here.
You can, if you want, if that makes you happy. I'm not going to describe what I'm seeing. So how you score points is you're each going to be asked 3 questions, and you get a point for every correct answer that you give me. So you're going to have your own 3 questions rather than you both give me answers to the same questions.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that it's
Alright, cool,
completely
yeah.
fair. So you'll take it in turns to answer the question, but the question I ask is just for one person at a time,
Cool.
if that makes
Fine.
sense.
Okay, that does make sense. Let's do the quiz.
So I'm going to ask Hannah the first question, simply because she's at the top of the screen.
Cool.
So, Hannah, can you tell me the name of the protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 2?
Am I allowed to answer?
No.
Am I allowed to steal the question?
No, because you're going to have your own questions.
She can steal mine.
No stealing of questions.
Oh, God. Oh, I can't. Literally, it's like I can see him right in front of my face.
I think Serena's about to explode.
She is.
Is there a point where I'm allowed to answer where we've just agreed?
If she gives up, you can answer, but because it's her question,
I have no points.
you won't actually get the point.
Fine. Here's the
I
thing.
can.
I guarantee I'm probably going to be able to answer all her questions and none of mine.
Right. Okay, so are you giving up, Hannah?
Yes, I can't. It just hasn't come to me.
Okay, what is it, Serena?
Is it Arthur Mills?
No.
Shit.
So if that's your question, you would have got half a point. It's Arthur Morgan.
Morgan!
Oh, fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
His last name I didn't remember. Okay.
I couldn't
Okay.
even think of Arthur. Like, God knows what I thought.
I spent a long time with Arthur. Me and him go way back, and
If you know
I've
Arthur.
played it. It's a brilliant game.
yeah. It's the final bits really got to me. I even cried. Like it was tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
no spoilers though, because
No,
I've
no,
not finished
no.
playing it.
No, don't worry.
He gets married. It's amazing.
Okay, Serena, can you tell me the name of the protagonist in Horizon Zero Dawn?
Bearing in mind that I haven't played it yet, so I can.
I haven't actually played it.
Oh, it's only your pile of shame.
Yeah, but I haven't played it. But I do know her first name.
Fairly common knowledge.
Yeah, I do know her first name. Is that all I need?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want to know.
I just have to bloody remember what it is. I do know what it is.
You feel my pain.
Aloy.
Yes.
Ah,
well done.
damn it.
I knew it was there.
Okay. So Hannah,
Yes.
can you tell me who the developer of Red Dead Redemption 2 is?
It's Rockstar.
Yes, that's correct. 1 point. Serena, who is the developer of Horizon Zero Dawn?
It's not fair. I haven't played it.
Everyone, she's just sort of giggling at the moment, and Hannah's got her hand up. So I should have swapped these questions around, really.
Mine would just be a guess, but
Right, okay.
Ubisoft.
It's not Ubisoft. Hannah, who do you think it is?
I thought it was maybe Square Enix.
No,
No.
it's not Square Enix either. So, do you want the answer?
Yeah,
Or shall
yeah.
I? Okay, so the answer is Guerrilla Games.
I would never have
I
got
wouldn't
that.
have got that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last question for Hannah.
Yep.
What's the name of the city you get your first house in Skyrim?
Oh shit! I started this in
This is
December
like so
again.
painful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to say I haven't played this game in so long. I'm not even gonna try and guess.
Okay,
Sorry.
then I'm going to pass it over to Serena.
I can't remember. I literally only started the game again for some no
okay.
stupid reason. I didn't just to waste time in November or December, but I can't remember.
Okay, so the answer is Whiterun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Serena, your final question. What name is given to dwarves in Skyrim?
This is annoying because I was a dwarf. I know it, but I can't remember it. Elven or something? Elvish. No, it's not right. I give up.
Dwemer.
No, I wasn't gonna get that.
No.
Oh, these questions are hard. These questions are harder than I thought they would be.
So you both scored a point each. So it's
Oh well,
even
it's a good
Stevens.
start. It's a good start.
Yeah.
F5.
Yes.
Okay, so that concludes the quiz for this month.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So what's next, ladies? What are we looking forward to for the next month? What is happening? Anything on your mind that you would like to talk about?
I'll just lie down on the couch a second. Where shall I
Alright,
start?
we'll give her a minute. Actually, no, I had a question for both of you. How many cats have you got?
3.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I've got 3 and then another one.
Nice.
So 4. So between
cats.
us, we have 7 cats and one.
That's another
one
cat.
dog. Yeah.
But every cat you have, that's an extra bit of happiness in your life.
It so is. It's so
Well, we've
true.
got in the group, we've got 7 extra lives. Those are the lives we have. So I'm happy about that. I like that.
Well, we got a pooch extra life as well.
Yeah,
right?
we have got a little doggy. Yeah, she's actually not that little. She's a doggy.
She's a huge thing.
She's not small at all. She thinks she's small. She'll sit on your lap like she's small, but it's a very warm time.
Very cute. So this is the you people section of the podcast.
Yeah.
Hashtag you
We'll get
people.
some pictures on with our pets.
Yeah. I can't even remember how that started, but I was so proud of the dog when we got her. I just wanted to show her off constantly, so I kept
Oh, she's so
every
beautiful.
Yeah.
game that I got. She was always there because she'd be smelling the box that it came in. So her tiny little nose was in the back always.
So I think how it started was on the Midlife Gamer podcast because Darren isn't really, well, he wasn't a pet person, and he couldn't really understand why people were posting pictures of their pets, and he would just say, "Oh, you people with your pets," and it just kind of took off from
I
that.
like it. That's fair.
But now I think he's got his own pets,
Oh,
and he takes pictures of his pets, possibly with games, although sometimes without games.
you're not
Yeah.
talking about his kids, right?
No, I'm talking about his pets. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I don't even know if he has kids. I'm just messing around.
He might do, I've no idea.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move quickly on to the next
So
thing.
next month we have It's My Birthday. It's gonna be my birthday. So what I've decided to do for that week is, or at least not the whole week, just when we stream, is
Some of the week.
maybe I'll just do it all week. Sod it.
Maybe like every other day in the
I'll
week.
be ordering in loads of champagne, getting absolutely shit-faced because I obviously
Nice.
can't go anywhere. But I've agreed to wear a nice dress for the podcast.
Okay.
So I will be keeping that up, and that will be consistent as long as I remember to do.
Also, when you're getting pissed on all the champagne, try and explain the rules to how a quiz works.
I will read out your rules and see how many takes it takes.
It's not so easy.
No, I can. That's what I can see. That's why it was so slow. Like you did
You
it so
can't
slowly.
speak, but you can't read it either.
I cannot even describe it.
Just got to try and memorise.
It's like an abstract concept, how a quiz works.
I like it. So yes, we have my birthday next month. We have the next month's cocktail, so our Valentine cocktail, which
Yes.
I'm sure we will share with you in due course.
Yeah, the cocktail of love.
It does look like that one's gonna be very tasty though. Like the ingredients for that one are really, really nice.
Awesome.
So everyone should enjoy
Yes.
that one.
Anything that doesn't have pineapple flavoured rum is going to be a winner.
Yeah, that sounded like it was gonna.
Pineapple has no business mingling with rum.
Well, since I was supposed to join you today and I didn't quite get there, I ended up just drinking Prosecco.
Oh, I've taken one for the team.
Yeah, you did. You did very well. I'm very, very
Yeah,
happy.
thank
Thank you.
you.
I will try and join you next month and make sure.
Yeah, I just literally forgot to
Yeah.
go buy the shit for it,
Yeah,
so
same.
that was my bad.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, you guys dodged a bullet. Well done.
So, super busy week. It started off stressful, ended off perfectly fine and happy. So I'm glad that I managed to get to Friday and we're doing this, and I get to drink Prosecco. Woo!
It's just literally one of those months, January.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Shit month.
once January's gone, we'll be much happier, much more chill.
That's because it's February.
Although February is just as cold, but there are daffodils.
Yeah,
True.
it starts to get a little bit warmer. It stops being
Does it?
it stops being the minus degrees.
Does it? Because I've known it to be really quite awful in February. Like, actually worse than January.
Why don't we regroup in February and see how we go?
I mean, I like the positive mindset.
Yeah.
February's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm all over it. Let's just
stick with that.
February's gonna be.
And Serena's going to wear an actual dress.
Yes,
As
because
well. And so, in order to capture this occasion, we'll try to do a video podcast.
oh, I like it.
But It very much depends on what our agendas are, because we are very busy ladies.
We are.
And obviously video podcasts with the editing and whatnot takes much more time and effort. The plan is to do the video podcast, but we just need to see how things plan out.
Fingers crossed, send us good vibes and good energy, and we will get it done. We will get it done. What we'll also be doing for next month is asking you guys, that's right, all of you lovely listeners, to send us your questions that you'd like to ask us. So if you want to ask Cath out on a date, or if you want Hannah to buy a new cat and you're just wondering, whether or not she should do that, or
if you want to sort of maybe ask Serena to wear particular dresses
oh,
as well.
So yes, you can basically ask whatever you want within reason. I put that in brackets. You can't see my brackets, but they are there.
She's actually doing brackets with her hands.
She's cupping. She's cupping.
Yeah, cuphead cupping. Yeah. So
we'll try and keep it to we'll put a post on specifically for it. We'll get it up in the tag it up in the top of the Facebook page, and just try and keep all questions to that one post, just so it's easier for us to go through them. Ignore the shit ones. Pick out
the ones
some
that we
good
find
ones.
interesting or funny. The ones that are going to be sort of most likely to get read out.
Yeah.
And answered.
If you ask me what my favourite colour is, I'm not really going to give a shit. So
it's red. It's red
don't
mist.
waste your question.
It's red mist.
Don't waste it.
It's red mist. It's red mist.
Send in your questions. Maybe game related questions.
It can be anything. Just fucking
abstract
send in the questions.
Fashion questions. Anything.
Just life. Anything.
Yeah. Questions about life. Maybe what the meaning is of life.
Oh, we could discuss that for however long we need
not.
to. We can make a 42-minute podcast on the meaning of life.
Just please, no politics. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah,
I'm
no
done.
politics.
I've had it. No
religion.
No religion. Yeah. We're not doing that. I'm drawing a line on that.
None of the above.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, ladies. You're amazing. Thank you, Cath, for doing all your editing and all the social posts and etc. And thanks, Hannah, for generally organising everyone and making sure we get all of our shit together and remembering all the questions that I basically can never remember. And I love it. Let's crack on and see you all in February.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.